zambona ana bana wi shu so much team the tv gale chachi doing this for the first time that what I'm about to do work beonga me vegai masila yan chin mo sa se joni won devru sasta ges noila ane be ujila okay thank you that's music the garana dula that musician is a tita goela bindigila so that is feeling the rhythm of the music la beat of the music they let to feel the beat of ip I give the floor to our host for tonight Sinian Binkila let's thank you la please la
From the rhythms that invite us to dance, to the lyrics that echo our emotions, music enriches every aspect of our lives. Music, indeed, is a universal form of expression, and IP rights play an important role in supporting a vibrant and diverse music landscape. Kuzazaangpala, and good evening to everyone gathered here. I've already been introduced by Ochoi
as the MC for tonight. Well, to again add on to it more, during usual days, I'm a singer, a songwriter, a storyteller, and in short, a passionate pursuer of all these works of art. And tonight, standing before all of you here, I carry an immense honor of being the MC. Indeed, carrying this responsibility for the very first time. With these responsibilities entrusted on me, I will make sure that the programs are run through as interesting and seamless as possible. I would like to take this precious
opportunity to share my own opinion on intellectual property and music as a creative work of art in particular. Tonight, in this hall, we have His Excellency Limponamgedoji, Minister of MOIC, as the chief guest, Secretary, the Director,
sector heads, and all other distinguished guests. As much as the day
today is concerned, it is the day to honor, to celebrate, and to remember the works of creators, inventors, and entrepreneurs in the world of music. So in this hall, we also have the
ensemble of artists who are music composers, songwriters, and singers.
Let's give a round of applause to all of them. Perfectly themed as intellectual property and music, feel the beat of IP. Every year on this day, 26th April, is observed as the Intellectual Property Day across the world. As this year's theme suggests, World Intellectual Property Day 2025 is focused on how creativity and innovation supported by IP rights sustain the music industry. This year's World IP Day gives us an opportunity to explore how IP rights and innovation policies empower creators, innovators, and entrepreneurs to bring fresh ideas to the music industry, safeguarding the work of songwriters, composers, performers, and all those involved in the creative works. We celebrate the contributions of creators, inventors, and entrepreneurs who are pushing
the boundaries of innovation and creativity to make music that brings people together, evokes powerful emotions,
drives change, and inspires a more innovative future. Let's come together to honor the universal language of music and the talented creators, inventors, and entrepreneurs
who continue to develop new sounds, styles, and technologies that shape the future of music and make us feel the beat
of IP. These are the opinions, my own opinion as an artist, as an MC, and as a responsible citizen of this country. Now, to begin with tonight's program, first in the line we have a welcome note by Mr. Sonam Penjor, who is currently the Director to DoMCIIP, Department of Media, Creative and Intellectual Property. Closely working with the in-country artists, Mr. Sonam Penjor has been instrumental in ensuring that the creative works of art are well executed in line with guiding principles and are up to set standards. May we now welcome the Director.
Good evening, Honorable Limbo, Honorable Dasho, my colleague, Director, Department of Tourism, my colleagues from the department, supportive colleagues from the Royal Government, very senior artists here, upcoming artists, and my dear friends. Good evening and happy World Intellectual Property Day. I was talking to another lot from the film industry just a couple of days ago, and I was talking about movies, I was talking about films, and I was talking about how important it is. Today, on this World Intellectual Property Day, as our MC mentioned, the theme is Feel the Beat of IP, and Chewing created the beat of music, and this beat of music is essential for everybody, in everybody's lives, because music, for me, evokes emotions. Early morning, when I do not want to get up from my bed, I try to listen to some upbeat music, which automatically pulls me out of my bed. When I'm a little bit stressed out, I like to listen to some groovy kind of music, which actually calms me down. When I want to feel romantic, I listen to romantic genre of music, songs with beautiful lyrics. And when I want to work out, I listen to a lot of rap. So therefore, starting from pop to rap, I am into all the genres of music. Today, I do not know if such a large gathering of people from the music industry ever happened in the country, but today for the Ministry of Industry, Commerce and Employment and the department I work in particularly, it's a proud moment because we are happy to see so many faces whose voices we have always been hearing. And therefore, we would like to share a goal that we have. The goal is we want the goal is we want to see some Bhutanese songs on billboards abroad, on the charts abroad. I think, I believe, in fact I do not think, but I believe that there is a lot of originality. There's a lot of originality and talent in the songs that are created by the musicians and singers in our country. There's a lot of originality that it can actually be in the world top 10 sometime. But to do that, we have to come together. To do that, we have to find talents. We have to nurture talents. Then only we can move forward. I was just talking to Sange Chugi bassist the Gachilo, Baby Floyd. What's his name? Akash. I was just talking to Akash, and then I was asking Akash, he's a bassist. Lo. So, when you grow up, why do you want to get into music? Because for me, I wanted to get into music because I love the way, some of you know, I love the way Deep Purple dressed and Deep Purple came on stage. I love the way Mick Jagger danced on stage when he performed. I love the way Bob Dylan expressed his feelings in all the lyrics that he wrote. And that was my inspiration, why I was trying out music when I was younger. And then I asked Akash, who is your inspiration? And then Akash, the inspiration, the Ngawangi lo. Our own, very own Bhutanese, Ngawangi lo. So that actually inspired me. You know what? I have always thought that our inspiration was beyond the borders. Now the time has come where our inspiration is there, here in the same room. Perhaps Akash, are you sitting with now? Oh yeah, you're sitting with your inspiration. That's great. So now you inspired him to become a bassist. I'm not a singer, I'm not a musician professionally, but that made me actually very happy. That made me actually very happy. Because for me, inspiration was always people with whom I could only ever dream of meeting. But here, we have our inspirations amongst us. So when your inspiration is at an arm's length on a positive note to you, your inspiration can actually mentor you. Your inspiration can guide you. Your inspiration can sharpen your skills to become a better artist. So, while I thought of talking something different, actually my conversation with Akash actually made me totally divert what I wanted to talk and go this way. So Akash's story was actually quite good. So I'm quite sure there's a lot of these kind of linkages here. We just need to find it and connect it. So therefore, the gathering is very important. I'm not going to talk about why IP is important because my colleague Tempa will be making a very brief presentation because we need to have this understanding. Now, we have this goal to take our songs, our music to the world charts. We have a vision. To do that, we need to, first of all, ensure that, quality music, original songs, true feelings are resulting from your music. So, we have to ensure that. And now to ensure that, you have to be incentivized. And to incentivize that, we have to commercialize what you are creating. And our strategy is how can we commercialize what you are creating. So if you commercialize what you create, then perhaps if we can do that, then perhaps moving forward, Karma Pinso, when you are 70 years old and one of your songs is being played on an international app, you will continue to get money and you don't have to worry. Da show metopni me da age job is sagila mengo beba. Tiganle chugi denle mangil diru choragi hematin jajab gi shaptadi sugira lokthununi beba. Nahi shi sachi ani karagi kendau Lata Mangeshkarina Asha Bhosle inagi ani Kaliyo Kachaman simili pa US lu rapper chigi collaborate bemu. Initially, I thought that, as soon as I heard that, then I had to, the internet was also dial-up, so it was taking a lot of time, but still then I had to look, and then suddenly I found out that it was a Lata Mangeshkar song, Kaliyo Kachaman, from some old Hindi movie, and then I was following that story, and apparently Kalyanji Anandji was the music director of that song. They earned a lot of money from the record label that actually produced that fusion music with English rap into that song. So probably when you are old, your songs would be used for that. So commercialization. Now, to commercialize, we need, first of all, a mode of commercialization. Then we need protection of your work. How can we protect it? We can protect it only if we have strong IP enabling environments. So that we'll have to create. And how can we create that? We can create that only if we support each other. Chugi chapter DoMCIIP Goshen nimu Goshen Kelvin okay Kelvin Kelvin DoMCIIP afalu debera loosely share beda bachin the music director tandi gitanta di toro TikTok nalu phagda share benimema why Kelvin chugi da nalu anibe jodimare da ya lab malab bebe anidi ma phapgo bes anibe chinda gi banalu khalab cha be watching the that's how we can, copyright team jungi khatale team zodi yubi ngachi yiksa tsukdi yubi ngachi ki genku di gowa chitu sube ta di lalin thap de dingdi be lalin thap go bachin di ngachara gara chikhabera jego se junibela te hani zeda bachin we can protect our works mushla then we can protect our works, and then once we can protect our works, it will continue to stay unadulterated and unpirated. So when it stays like that, what happens moving forward? Then whatever the song or the music generates will come to you. Ta daringa chigi nalu ngar mibigi suichi kutsunando se junela. Disema polemboluya briefly shui tashuluya briefly be shui. Chinchachap gadebera shaptatendaru the musinchi minula award chi minula ngachigi song writers musicians lo the ru phale phabe wachin Grammy awards yumo Grammy awards to the England lo be wachin sosora yu so Japan lo be wachin sosora do so ngachinalu minula ta ngachinalu ru film gi dakhalu best music award music director playback singer. So now, so the day I joined DoMCIIP, the first question I asked myself was, are you a playback singer or are you a singer? So these questions, when we asked these questions, it started giving us answers. And today we are here trying to institute and initiate an award in a very simple manner. And we are mainly using Spotify as the platform because Spotify nalu piracy namisamichi bemsubela. Spotify nalu if an artist is supposed to be on Spotify, you'll have to verify it, and then you use DistroKid, you subscribe on it, then your royalty comes to you, and that way, why we are using Spotify? This is basically we are trying to nudge you to be on the platforms where your work will be protected and where your work will generate revenue for you. So basically that is our intention. The ministry or the department or but in individual, we do not get anything from Spotify. But we believe that Spotify can give you a lot of things. And trust me, Chingi Shapta, the day we can garner about 1 billion number of listens, we will be generating about $5 million to the economy. 1 billion listens and a 5 billion listens all together, probably a $5 million to the economy. So this is a rough calculation. So that is our target. Foreign exchange unigi gokap dula. Ta ani gokap di zogobachin nabugi ani nation building dinalu, state building dinalu, nabu chamatoko bachin gokap de ani di suimela. And I really believe that everybody has, a part to play. Just like I'm trying to play a part in the music industry has a part to play in the, in the government, in governance and nation building. So chingi anim chumachin ngachi ministry khatalera ngachi music industry gi be animchi foreign exchange generate base tani sung didi te tatu di nalu imbe ani sung dinga live pe BBS no labda sururat paki ki be laula. Of course you will have to help me, but this story is going to be beautiful. So with that intention, there's a small award. And again, we will be launching, of course, MC will be mentioning about that, but we'll be launching a system here. Now, the whole intention of launching a system here is, this is a registry of Bhutanese creative industry. A registry where we know how many singers we have, how many actors we have, how many actresses we have, how many directors we have. The talent pool of creative industry will be here. Now, in particular, with the music industry, we want you, when you register on this system, we want you to register the sample watching. We will include SoundCloud also. But SoundCloud, the account watching SoundCloud, the other system, no register account, the cham chitanil. Because SoundCloud, na local then, churagi SoundCloud, watching. I am Keldin, Keldin Zumba, Keldin 1, 2, 3, so there's a lot of piracy happening on SoundCloud. So therefore, it's been about 9-10 months after I started understanding it, I actually deleted the whole SoundCloud app from my phone, and I do not listen to SoundCloud anymore. I would rather listen to YouTube. I would rather be faithful to Spotify. So, the system, the award system, the Anisugar and commercialization strategy digitally institutional with the vision of making you earn or enabling you to have a stable source of income. That's our vision, and the goal of having 1 or 2 Bhutanese songs on world charts in the next 2 to 3 years. The day we have one of our artists featuring on Rolling Stones magazine, that is the day Akashki inspiration of Ngawang is actually resulting in action. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. And I'm very pleased to be here with you all.
Lasso.
Thank you, the director. We will keep in mind your vision, because there's a room full of artists Mola here. I hope everyone's on Spotify. Who has an account in Spotify? Wow.
Okay. This is definitely the change we want.
Next year, intellectual property celebrate the World Intellectual Property celebrate Dalu. When the MC or the director asks one of you who is on Spotify, so the because I think it's very important. Just like director mentioned, Spotify is a platform where your works are protected. And obviously the recognition is there and the revenue is there, and who doesn't like extra money, mushla. Everybody's been working for money. And not only that, music as a whole, just like director mentioned again, duba lo matsubda lo migi charo, semcho da lucho bigi charo, dichamchi membela dithokale ngache gara mola, semcho da shapta nimi ngaya ila. Ngay na mismo sem shoe the chapter nyongo michila ani zumbera sem gaudalu gawi chapter chira yula di da chikabe to atin sumichila ani beodalu music the animchi powerful animchi important yese ro lenka gi khatule ngachula animchi japcho beodalu. The least we could do is participate and register in the artist registration program later. Not only that, we have this exciting awards coming later, but anyhow, we'll move on to the next program. We have an introduction to intellectual property and music by the chief of DoMCIIP. Please.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, vibrant and esteemed, distinctive members of music industry. I have been given the opportunity to introduce intellectual property. I've been given almost a week to prepare a presentation, but I have been synthesizing what to say in my mind until today morning, which I fixed in slides. The objective of this presentation is to introduce you to intellectual property as a whole, to justify today's World Intellectual Property Day celebration. Because if you just focus on music, you will miss some of the links. So in the beginning, I would introduce you to wholesome intellectual property and then go down to the music. And maybe we have some message to you on the importance of IP and music, mostly on the commercialization. So what is intellectual property? So everyone says that's one legal right. You can sue someone if they infringe your rights. But because of complexities, beside music, there are many intellectual property in the forms of inventions, design, brands, even geographical indication, which is nation branding for craft and agro products. So globally, they had to classify for easy administration into two branches, industrial property and copyright. So industrial property, it's even bigger one. They have invention, design, marks, then geographical indication, even trade secrets and layout design of integrated circuit, which is not in our act, but we propose in our revision, because if we are to join WTO and other trade agreements, we need to have all those. And the right side, it's a copyright, which covers literary and artistic works, which is a long list, including painting, choreography, and so on. So the difference between left and right is, the green one, it's a mandatory registration by the Act. You have to register and get certified in order to enforce your intellectual property rights. But the right side, it's automatic creation on fixation. If you have idea and it's just in your mind, and if you have not written down, it's not protected. You have to express in writing or either in some business forms or in music somewhere. So we have two conventions globally. Industrial properties in 1883, like-minded countries, 13 of them got together, mainly European countries, and then they classified this intellectual property, industrial property, as per the Paris Convention for protection of industrial property. And then later on, after 3 years, Berne Convention. Before that, there was no copyright law. Copyright law actually started with because of the infringement of the printing press in 1822. The authors, after they published book, the printing press, they infringed. And later on, Statute of Anne, it's a Britain law in 1700. Early 1700, they enacted one law which gave power to the authors of the books, so the printing press do not infringe. So like that, now Berne Convention, it has classified other forms of copyright works, even music and so on. Otherwise, earlier it was just for book. So these form the basis of the modern intellectual property acts. Even our two acts of 2001, they derived all the provisions from these two conventions, and we became member of industrial property in Paris Convention in 2000 year, and Berne Convention in 2004. But collectively, there are around 28 treaties governing all this, procedural, substantive, classification, around 8 for copyright, and 20 for industrial property. So now you have got a sense of what copyright is. Now it's from here, I think we'll move faster. So it's a branch of intellectual property, bundle of exclusive rights. So to promote ultimately the living standards, science, arts. So in Bhutan we have our act governs this copyright works. It's painting, software, movies, songs, music. And it protects original expression of ideas. Because industrial property, like inventions, they look at new inventive step, the industrial application. They have a term like 20 years for invention. Then for design, 15 years. After that, anyone can use. And for trademark, it's forever, but every 10 years you have to renew. So Coca-Cola is 130 years plus now. They keep on renewing. But for copyright works, you will see the duration later on. So it covers literary, artistic, dramatic, choreography, even dance steps. Here we rampantly copy others' steps, but if your dance becomes famous, the original creators, they might sue you. Then musical works, songs, music components, ringtones, so on. Audiovisual works. So even translation, adaptation, making books into movies, translating books into other languages. These are all derivative work. They have shorter rights. So what is not protected? Ideas, as I mentioned before. If you talk about a script during a dinner, and if your friend copies, you cannot do anything unless they copy what is fixed there. Because expressions will be different. Everyone will have their own originality. That's why mostly in the films like Gasalam Singhi 1, 2, 3, Bhagat Singh 1, 2, 3, different people make different, because expressions are different. Original ideas are already in the public domain. Then procedures, concept, just business method, principles, discoveries, without any value addition, they are not protected. Even official texts, laws, rules, regulations, anyone can use it freely. But I think there is no economic value in copying those and reproducing more. So automatic protection, meaning you create and then it's automatic. But people are not satisfied. They think we need some evidence. And we also instituted a voluntary registration and deposit system since 2012. So that's, it's up to you to come to our office. Then after examination and so on, we grant you one certificate. That would be useful to send as a warning to infringers, or if somebody infringes your rights on YouTube, I think that's as an evidence you can send it. But it's a prima facie evidence, meaning unless proven otherwise, it's true, because court still would prove, because anyone can take another's work and come for registration. So ultimately, it will be the court. Burden of proof would come to you to prove it. So we encourage you to come to our office if you have any original works. They work especially for painting the exhibition. Right to distribute, right to make derivative works. If it is in music, then like remixing and so on, or using as in the movies, the films. So like any physical properties, economic rights, they can be sold, traded, inherited by your future kids. Then moral right, that is in Dzongkhar we call it Mingtam Giwangcha. So it's a right to paternity. If you sold your books to someone and they cannot erase your writer's name after buying, so right to paternity, right to integrity. If you have created a music which should be revered, respected, and if they put it in discourse and all, then you can object, even sculpture or whatever. If they put it in a toilet, the author has the right to object. So that's against right to integrity. And then ownership, individual, joint employers. Now, joint meaning if it's 2 persons, then the right would be life of authors plus 50 years from the passing away of the last author. If 2 authors, one passes away first, second from the death of the second author, 50 years, life plus 50. But there are other different duration for institutional works, mainly 50 years. Derivative works, this 25 years. Then employee watching. If there is no contract, you have made a work which has intellectual property rights, then it would automatically go to an employer because you receive salary. But if you have agreement saying that despite getting something paid, I still retain certain percentage that will be respected. So duration of protection, life plus 50 years. That's in general. But if it is institutional, 50 years from the date of publishing the launch and so on, then anyone can copy it. The Michael Jackson, he passed away in 2009, plus 50 years. 2069, it will go to public domain after that. You need not pay royalty then. Okay. So William Shakespeare works as public domain. So exception and limitations, intellectual property is on a balance with all law. You cannot let the author abuse his rights. So there are limitations, the exceptions. Fair use alone. So any personal copy, teaching, presentation, non-commercial, you have to allow. Law allow. So there is another copyright related rights. That's for mainly for music industry. Performers, producer of sound recording, phonograms, music producers, then broadcasting organization. You also have rights, but it's author life plus 50 years, 50 years from the date of production. So that's why this is also very important. So these are rights of the neighboring rights, related rights. So performance, you have the right to fix your performance and so. So okay, coming down, now that was in the Copyright Act provisions earlier. Now this is a scenario just through narrow observation. So over the last decade, music industry has changed drastically. Now change in business model from physical cassettes, the CDs, to now streaming, Spotify, YouTube, the SoundCloud. Shapta app also came, but now suddenly disappeared. Maybe some other person might come soon. Now physical products, they decline. So that's why globally, I think those are the rankings. It might fluctuate the platform. Spotify, the YouTube, the top naradula. So for that, I would like to recommend Anila, because we need to build our own capacity. Don't rely on just the force of the common the society to lift you more. Individually aspire, because there are publications like this, how to make a living in the creative industries, from artist to audience. These are free publications. If you want to, we can share. Waipu website naila. Then there is a clip, platform chiraila. Clip the full form is simple. Creators learn intellectual property. So any platform, it's easy, you can copy it instantly. The clip, very interesting. The music industry ecosystem, songwriting, recording, mixing, and mastering, and distribution, marketing. It's teaching you creators the scope of protection, right transfer, the licensing. So lots of other regional, the international songwriters, the phonogram producers. So any website, if you need to sign up, and it has many things. And in strong collaboration with the agencies. So in collaboration, I never saw something like in strong collaborations. So I strongly recommend everyone to take it seriously. It's for you. Those rich countries, they pulled in many agencies to help people like you. There will be a breach if you have any issues. So recent development, collective management organizations, start the basis, because music, the public performance has become very common Bhutan. But law says family circle outside play it's illegal. But you don't reach everywhere to collect royalty. So on that behalf, organization form many. This is from our copyright section. In place where person outside the normal circle it's illegal. The normal member clocked out 1,000 the normal memo. So we need to change. Singapore dan suna Malaysia if you sing karaoke songs, it will come like electric bill end of the day. The connection CM monthly they pay. The artists this way they can be member. the yearly $500 that you earn members, they don't pay. So ani rangi talent the chinimel. Tanga member in si dandabe mendu. So these are there. So we are doing something on that. Didi shule, I can share this presentation. Tatugila me ana capture you. So law the 2001 gibedawa when there was no internet. Now we need to revise the ministry has strong support. We are working on that. The national needs set international harmonization, other international treaty will internet treaties. Then the enforcement provision, which I didn't mention. There are a lot. Intellectual property right is considered like physical properties. For example, if you lose your vehicle or your any property like land, if someone steals land commission or RST, they are not responsible to look for you. But intellectual property, some people feel we are the agency to look for. The enforcement, even the department. Singapore, Malaysia, they have IP police. But here, our law says it's private property. You cannot invest any state's money in enforcing others' rights. The law doesn't allow us. We can provide advice. But let's see the enforcement mechanism. Because people go from court to police, criminal, civils, and confusion lash. Even voluntary registration, the CMO, we need to feature there clearly in the revision. Now coming closer to the end. So international treaties also we have in pipeline. That's to take care of any internet, digital technology. Because 2001 Act, it came before internet. So especially 2 and 3, they are collectively known as in WIPO Internet Treaties law. So on their own, it's giving right to the performance in any digital environment. Online sale, infringement, it has all those elements. And we are trying to do this is in summary, exploring technical assistance time and again. Actually to uplift our creative industry. So I would like to end my presentation with few quotes. Without music, life would be mistakes. That's the humanity, the society, creativity. And music is the universal language of mankind, meaning you have global potential. It doesn't stay within any boundary. Then every artist was first an amateur. That's from intellectual property office point of view, how he got help and he became famous. So everyone, you feel normal that if you think that you need more and need to learn. So intellectual property is the oxygen of creative industry, economy. That's why Francis Goresi, he's Australian DG of World Intellectual Property Organization. That's from the intellectual property of So it's a very positive of all those beneficiaries as well as people who try to help agencies, organizations. So we are there to represent World Intellectual Property Organization. They're always helpful. We want to build your capacity to take us beyond our borders. Let's go in.
Lasla, thank you, Lasla. Tungaray ma dube sergi sumi de sunyen ya slides de sotabe odalo. I am also new to a lot of these things la. Intellectual property gole goila hema, copyrights goila debeoda to go this deep and understand. I never took the time to understand it, but dato beodalo, I think it is very important for all the artists here. Intellectual property, to know about copyright, to know about your rights, to protect your work. I think that's really important. We've blindly been working on music. We've been producing a lot of music and music videos, and we were never aware of it. Did you even think about protecting your work? I always, I made sure I made a music video. I uploaded it on YouTube. I never knew about copyright. I never thought that my work needs protection. And today, this is an eye-opener for me, and I'm pretty sure it is for all of you. Please remember, intellectual property, do your homework, learn about intellectual property. Take intellectual property to heart, because a room full of artists, I'm pretty sure everyone's waiting for something electrifying. So now we have our very own, the Driklam boys, who will be performing their creation, their choreography. Please welcome them on stage, la. Thank you, Driklam Boys. Driklam Boys is the first ever dance band performing and promoting Bhutanese cultural dance through contemporary dancing style. I think if this is their original choreography, it's time they copyright their choreography now, because it's that important. Well, to move on with the next program, we'll have the launch of the artist registration program. It is basically aimed to protect the works and the rights of the artist. This year, under the initiative of DoMCIIP, Artist Registration Program is in light. For this, if Director Sir, you have anything to talk about, Lasla, then we'll have the launch for it.
sorry. Sean Foden. Okay. Registration. Sorry.
Artist registration program gidan la launch seni gidan do mije cho journal session. That's
Any system that he launched paper that you should be. Our doors will always be open. Please come. Access lane, register. It's very simple. Register. It'll make things easier for us to collaborate with you. Okay? It's very difficult to come after each one of you. So if we have this bridge between us, it's very easy to work together.
So, thank you, La. And this is the launch of the artist registration program. With this, if Mije Cho has anything to say on this, La. Suniye bach.
Firstly, thank you. Nothing much to add, but I thought it will be a little incomplete for me. I nearly missed this event, such an important event, because not really sure, because of the important visit going on, we were, engaging. So not, but nevertheless, like director was mentioning earlier, nothing like it to see a hall full of all the creative sector artists, a hall full of here. I just need to congratulate on two fronts. Firstly, all my colleagues, director, and all the colleagues in the DoMCIIP department. You could see from the way they organized this event. Up until now, we had so many events, engagements with you all. You all know, it's only, I feel proud of their work. They know what they're up to, what they're supposed to be, what they should be doing. You could clearly see from their work. Director, upbeat, in true sense, Mushla. Body, mind, spirit, in every sense of the word. Chief Tempa, you presented the whole spectrum of the IP landscape, artistic evolution. What does our legal framework say, and what we should be doing? Just one thing, maybe. Okay, the another thing is I should congratulate the artists, the creative sector. You all, your role is equally important. Just in the recent month, we had a very well presented National Film Award celebration. And now we are in particular talking about the artists, the music composers, the singers, music sector. You all came forward to mark this IP day. IP is critical to
to mark your talent, to protect your talent, to earn from your work that you so rightly deserves. This is the way we should be going forward. Ani zum lerim na chama to bebe udalu ngacharagi khakegi tholebe ani chi thu khanam gobde khache la ngacharagi charagi as much creative as we intend to get rangi innate potential if you really want to realize nothing like it to be expressing from your language ngacharana shapta kachiberu 치지 레줌베 짬고루 다치 hentonto vetanggoru critical mass dumi yongi gasube beoji after all we are catering to our own audience rangi keche lamlu danzi begobe da chi lejumji zogobachin nyenga kembigi genji zogobachin ngachiri chuda regionale 가디지 되니라 아니수 케민디수 됐다 체tybe 동아된 대수기 됐다 ngachigi 찌통케고 아니숨벨라 ngachirigina IP 다슈와 차셀랍 메모라 아니수에 ngachirigi 가디지 카체라 다다 ngachiragi 다나 중기 카툴레 베루 ngachiragi 나 중기 카툴레 렌체 렘부 나 랭칸나루 중체 ngachira 가라기 카툴레 ngachigi 시주 람루기 골레 됐다 레림디수 탑시 넘버나서 뛴디기베테 다리즘베 고덴 타우 주탄 줄루 둡제 가데베 뛴나 ngachiri 두게 약합기 로깅기 테칼루 베루 샤프타 루제 데거랑루 가치기 테카베루 가디지 야파탄나 데타타 나주미 차라 샤샤빙이라 아니 베벤디기 ngachara nalafa genku bombera yuila our ministry for us right across we have tourism director here tourism like industry we have been meeting the recently hotel restaurant associations apto all Bhutanto guides associations now when you look at the DoMCIIP only we have like another sector film sector film industry the music industry the chiwachi khachito to be anisu kaira ngachi khatule we are trying our best to support la ngachi khatule sijugi gole kachigi gole beru thapshitendi te japcho phuni dirai nalafa the kam majola iro namesame dubde thendo nalafa we want to see in coming years yupchile come like 3-4 years after we want this IP day to be celebrated by music industry film industry we being invited there and then you saying us what you have been able to do what you want us to do la chegi ki aksu kachina ngachilu sungo up until now we have been saying our film industry needs this our music industry needs ngachigi be be the kera chembi phudo zumbe asi come few years down the line we want to empower you all we want you all to tell us anichi tetata 다리진 간행아리 카톨레 소소베 슈고민도 가라나 마투투베 알레림 디자노세 슈닐라 가르루 다리 다슈완초기 님기 임베 다시델레 Happy World Intellectual Property Day and with all our expectation that true adherence true adoption of IP at personal level at work for us as we frame our policies let's think let's put into action IP la. Thank you, Kadiche.
Leso, Kadichela Miwangch, Mijecho, thank you for always keeping us inspired and always being in support to all of us. Thank you again. With this, to celebrate the milestone, we have a song that has echoed popularity beyond the country, achieving a new milestone in her life. Everyone gathered here might have heard this popular song called Nadu Na. It is an original song by our own and beautiful Sangil Haden. Let's all give a big hand to welcome Sangil Haden.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Firstly, I want to wish happy World Intellectual Property Day. And thank you so much, DoMCIIP, for helping all the artists, encouraging us to show our originality. And kumate dari satem nadi. Ani bodalo. Ati kim yadama jongse noilaki. And the song is Naduna, Pinky Gilapjul.
Thank you, La. Thank you, Sangil Hajan. It was very beautiful. Satim totobi kira mindula. Namsamahen totobi gome. It was really beautiful. Yes, La. With this, irrespective of our background in the journey of life, since we were born, we learn, we make mistakes, we achieve, and we fail. At the end of the day, these are all but our own experiences that become part of our own story. So we have individuals from the music industry who have enormous experiences to let us hear. Firstly, we have Mr. Tandon Doji, a senior and renowned music composer.
나서 구삼보 때때리 나도 주미 나처럼 미지 럼보기 우츠비 나처럼 중체 되는 것처럼 이 도친 다 고린 답남이 Ministerial 아래 차로 남섬까지 있으시니 담바라 잠니 당아저기 저시원신님들도 다시들에서 가르로나 당아저기 냠용치 때다 자지디까지 맞잡라 때다 테라피스로 랑이 냠용디 자지잡 고베 미노발라 디나도 슈니차니 지랑기 네마카데베 당아 닌시 구츠비 님네 구츠도 순세 때 깔루카데베 단디 원인가 아니기 dumrachi dordi chishuni is tangale te ta tarinen chagi dan sunale begale te tangale ta ro inkene bochi senior se umme te ngachara jimin du pasar ulhamu dupa te meram namkha tam chilege moton te tan lebeki letseri yuchinga chitanda sachibera inse shudola tangagi nin chati namde gutsuno se wachingaregi lotsele bebachin tanga lokechi chile gutsu is shunina te nganin che gutsu bigi namdulo te tinalo toto nalu tarnabagi tensan tarnaba sumchine yubigi de kechu disu tina emindu tengachi rulu tiga ninchagi dochen kong changa chupchilege emindu se shunina de ninchagi dochen beabachin de kong mitulege emindu se shunina ngachara BBSki unetinduji de ngachara da yonjagi pemarinzin directorla delen setinduji la dengigi da inspired so met setinduji se shunina de ata ishe delen te anale da tashondi de logic scenario na kodi delen sonam rinzinda de ani ju yesu shunina de ngagi ninchadigi de lamdi kadebe onga ngare te halechi su shunina de danchuru de pecha khatsaji de chiga ta revision take bedo sombe de ninchadigi ni na olo ani bero yesu shuni ngalu ninchagi chondar kani mina ngagi damngera bero laba hyupchi jadi nemishule anibi imbe sewegi nosa chilege mato tinale damngedi ngagi nimbe goise mina ta tegardu shojin chutse ji 4 hours hamchigi nakino ngagi damngedi anibi chansuchi de ngachi synthesizer some ta ani keyboard piano dila ani di bebachin ngagi de nouchin ta anibi sewegi de shibe ese shuni ngagi anibe ta ro tosae maton 데이터 베스콤나 치치 통통치레이 디가타리 나바좀베 텐상데 TV기 데 트위치카니 미가 지기 데베 통소미나 데 샤프트니니 유르미르 놀린 랭기 다 다진 콜로치니니도 데렌데 카라 치기 데 다진 콜로 이메라 힌디다 잉글리시 데 안주가 지데 디가 남섬이 디네니 고가브르미도 보다 같이 찜디고라 인디디라 데니 책이 안에 책이 대도 베가데 등아로 안을레 나기 배추 세위기 노세치 마도 데 베디 오미갈렌 땡아기 미아니다 아니레 데다 다나바좀베 데 합수사군 디나미노 모슬라 땡아르기 노스고 케디 아니 베베오첸 아니메세 잘라치 코드 베수미수치메 잘라디 코드 베스나레 안다치가로 데 샤프터 데 담바라 잘라디 코드 베기 니마라 아타코제다 데 다이렉터 벨린도지메나 코니게 RST기 샤프터 치두라 땡아김디 베수가세 지데 데 법국의 베수스 슈이나 데 렌치 렌베 디가니 다 sample recordingse 데로니 다 자미기 캐세트 아니 워크맨 데브고 트르gebje 비미주이비나 아니나도 다좀 베자비슈len 데라니 네이네이 데 가데베 존나서 여기 나오지 차치라 디보들 아니 신티사이저 세미디나로 데 드럼 카르 디나 참아봐라 아니 구베테 나 법국의 베조데이다 디세 노치 아니 조티 님니숨티 슈르 쇼스라베 님니 잡레 튀인다 코니 오메가레 데 코니 할레메 추헤마 종나베 이벌 데가 가테 종들마 비소치 바테 추테베 디니메 다 추티와디 다 아테 이시세미 주 아니 베세 게게 디추 아테 이시레 찬수세 데라 아나르 코니기 갈라마니 비티미슈덴 다 아나르 가기 아테 이시레 치가 데 감마 로치데치 되이라 디보다 디게 하말레라 아테 이시레 쟁하기 도치데치 자 되비슈덴 데 lokningi te loknin kachim se midela 2003 na mela ana loknin khachim semidingagi tambara tela anale ugi pumbesnale te anale te jaja mebate tengalu kokabani topji isujinina diga ngachi ninja zoi kapdi da tarnaba begale diga di analog begale drum composer so be gobe digi hemadi wo gubnaminala drummer chi guitarist to nagi band zumbela so be gobe nimchi chawbe recording jabdalu the guitar tang the two shows of which in the regular look ju anebe ke dunala tingi kita ka yubdadi work session se tigalete the car tinalu sambe te tibodulu car ngache practical ber be go su da practical be mabo chin to gi music zumbe darna badi achi jambela software go be gale te loops di su car tobe ani gule be su bala te tinga chi gab di zum mi su da car te gule ju te copy paste cd di no te rani idea mi no bala gule ta diga gi song di darna ba zum me la diga shabta ma shuru chuze be abachin yupchi chuzinga du dün nyushu de ona 7 minutes of song la rinto ani dinga chigi the drum height simi choba the tik tik the kichim na bagi keno ani gule juhe majo e de ko belanso ani zumbe shabte chi zo su dinga chigi nimchi be goina darna ba dinga chigi chuze chi da ni ki na kene zo su bela da an zumgi nyamnyong te ta ngara gi loche be abachin te na hin shweni ta ngachara department of copyright na lengalo the highest music contributor in country ki the sura the sani be shui se shuni la ta chapter ki be chin the ta tonte ji go le she do se shu do la the changadi mashiti ga sura to bi gab do tonte sumda jibjago de hasu do se shu do la te tarna ba nga lo panyam ji ka chu mo se chin te tiga nga gi cham jami ki chapter ma amra te tarna ba ru inkena cover se ume te ma chu gi nga lo juti no ndi gi ber nga lo royalty to mela ru the royalty nga gi thora ton to tonte sumde ge ma thakdi malen la kara gi ru te royalty in se tanga chi gi ani chi be do se te nga gi khondula bila dan ta cd to manda te music de kimi se music di tanga la tabe zose nyamagi nga chi gi ta pise chi mi ta na le phata pise chi che ke se odalu ruma chi o gi te na mi sim le shi me zo me su shu do te ru ta na ba na jin de su chi wo chi cap te ta chi wo chi te ri pa se o te ru nga chi lam kha chi di be shure nga chi lu na me sim mi kyu sha de chepe te be me du nam se sim ga su shu ni na ta tor ti da chi go lo ni ta nga chere gi nyen che gi jurwa di la software di nga gi da dulu te go tamba lalin thami nga yin se shu do la nga gi 2004 na le be yin se shu do 2004 na be ka blo ti ga Nyundo 3 da FL studio se ani ni ma hu be ha ma tambara nga chi gi Adobe Audition na be yin se shu do la Adobe Audition na nga gi chapter ni le chi ten delen te 2005 na le hu be ga le delen Nyundo na nga gi tambara chute ko ra movie gi nenche de so ana be be yin se shu do la te ana le go chu di chute ko ani software gi music di nga gi na lo the gutsubi nimdele gutsuk the karagi the pieces chachi le chachi the pa chigalo de na hinjinga chara myonga dare mochigi rangchi chepa tanga chana jimi ju pasar na yubsun tachi jeila endula tanga chepa rangchi university na lo de ngachi shabta pa recording chaba jo na lo the ani kha atse hale sisi chinga re ngara tainda the pa lo rulu be kanyo kecho yente bom rote ta kyawangimela ansugi donghalwete pa software disu karibe lalen tabina tenga ga ne bitumi ga le ko nam to namla tenga lu tisu kani halab mina da churu nga pechal hab dari revision tek be do zumbe nawa ni chire na nyen chegi nalu jemina ina sojin tenga gi thana che chamni chile gu chudi da che chamni habdi gi nga yuchi lot halame asila to te che chami shela ga i tsagela bemshebela te ani nyen chegi te ga yubda bente te kachire birunga gi tebe tuse mago te toto sunse amchi ta migi bulu zalano katira juro te mingo madi te champion tan dise tasilani reality show na le champion beni de ki lalu ki champion scale lo se anzume mi do modo nambe te nam sem sem ga le kare ti su ngachira kachilo ta ninchele tundi in sangachira ninchele tundi te minam kyungi te gae te katira juro ngachira te ta kyushebe to be se shudo katira biru te yukochile ge ma juro gengu to bela desude te kenjudi mapali memme gengura to be se te ansu karang ara ninchele tundi te myonga da rimuchi de jige te sheje sun tumi de kara te ngache te ngache be se ta atiti te be 미케모 신노인라 티티보다 카트르제루 땡고 캠베 세슈단스카라 양치라 미기 지나비 세슈도 다니엔 책이날레 다 로니랑이 로니기 슐레 데 실버 주블리 세미데 림비 나 이게 데 로케칭가 주일라 닌차나로 데다 아니 나도 배워진 땡아리기 레림치 마투투베 데다 자리치 토토레 잡도라 데다 카라기 잡주 나온다다 나 줄루 유미기 샵트템이다 공 이숨데 지내랑하다 지가 라마베미 젠카라다 샵트템이 샵트자미 데 가랑하다 지가 로디아와 탑사 이스슈도 데넨차 나가처럼 닌치기 라베미 가르다 지가 빈빈차 좀베 참토토베 당알루강이 람지 톱치 다 뮤직날 아니비 다 아니 추기베 지카데 모세 지기치도 남섬이 제소 베디기베 데 레진베로 유스슈도 빈차 좀베랑 가처럼 닌차 좀이지 분나르베로 데 당이기 데다 저보다 면함 서르때 나 또통같이 나도 나주님이 가라기 때 또토에 참또또 지기치도 남에서 접주 나디 베베오메 날레 파도 베로 같이라 대쇼원체디 대치랑 같이 미지 어데 렘보기에 대 hin상 서비스인데 대가치랑 도치는 게 대쇼원체기 팀루디 맵메 유데 라렌탑도 조랑 같이라 지기지 데 접주 배고티 같이 해서 나기디 배도라 그치면서 진 라루치기 샵정하기 점배 위미 찾아베 미 공기 박디베 나로로비 되면 둘라 샵정하기 점 있어 나지 동그라라면라 등아 쿠스미스비 되빌라 디디 난슬람미 디티와 차로 지메스글랍다 디 데베면 샵정점이 코인세 아부 모인세 책이 데베 말랍세 아니 비치기 지도 접주 배이라 디 데베 뭐 배워진 다 팀루디 모마베 나 라렌타비가레 데케사기니 냥가 bom도 발라 데라 루나 도서추 데로 팔라마기 다 대쇼원체기 팀디 고레 고이갈레디 남존 로스스메라 다니 베가는 같이나 디기 다 튜라다 미츠니메라 감치비 다순 데 계속해와진 저 도통아치라 가라 난도 참도도 비비갈레 아니베라 입수베 발라 데 팀디디디 혐만에도 라렌 모타비기 아니치메라 다 아니베도 가르기 다 대쇼원체디로 같이라기 치기치로 잡줄 베디 규샤베나 아세 땡이 가툴레다 신답스르신 카니미 데 넨차디 다 해마기 나라기 시니어 디수카에 민두라 년책이 라나 가자암지 돕지누나 할람 대카이 민두 우스슈도 다니버도 단날레 파탑 체차 베더도 나부기 겐쿠 다치레롱 아처나 데다 점닝이 니치고 게니기 데 잡주 유유소메 등아 자가라기 짜겐게에서 라소 나타시데네 나카라
Las kadiche utandi ogi mitsegi nyamnyong ngachigi thora mathomla thoni phajala gora magobi mitsegi nyamnyong jesur benami dilula meisame kadiche u dita chika. Up next we'll have Calden Dorji, a young but passionate, very passionate singer, composer and music producer. Please come on.
Before I begin my experience sharing, respected Your Excellency, Dasho, distinguished Director of DoMCIIP, esteemed guest, and my dear talented colleagues, it's such an honor to stand in front of you all, and I've never thought that I would be here, and honestly, it's such a wonderful opportunity for me to share this journey with you all. And special thanks to DoMCIIP and M Studio for this wonderful occasion. 담바랑아라기 무티치 슈겔라 대치미기 대 리리니니기 캔도 그집에서 진 마셔랑아라 I've been working behind the camera as a visual editor, as a song composer. Of course, I'm a singer as well. The 가르기 마케모라 대브랑아레 카톨레 다 충구치라 쉐르베게 세슈니빌라. My name is Calden Dorji. I'm a singer, visual editor, director, and let's say a bit of influence as well. My ngaragi journey ko le nalama share bewachila. Some extraordinary ganyemi is just the ordinary la karana artist mola. Na shumi karagi ranasigi journey yola anzombenga journey yola. My journey is all about rejection, transitioning into someone better la. And it's all about resilience. I started my songwriting journey when I was 14. lo chujube de la ngara class 9 na de la no I was in 9th grade la any time na lo internet din amsamichi modela shu modela it wasn't that proactive la tato be watching la any time na lo achi chi ngachi Nokia phone na le Facebook du sutoni ana lo tinga chi tete musicians sutoni la director the sutoni tete movie this is oda kadebe mola namasami ani to in the mon I was very passionate I always wanted to become a songwriter 중국 강아를 때부터 샵트 kadebe temina kadebe tamina se hemalara niwe gokapchi tometopga senodigibe so I started texting a director from the film industry la of course lalusugi the reply jume lalusugi reply mi jume Tambar ngalu gokap na midila director Sringwangel the late director he was always there for me actually he told me that Kelden you're very talented me sachi chegime semela timpula chege degadinga chutabi gaila ani kapsute devchkale dekho se dewe gale mola then I thought wow why tanga tumi gaiga mo se nga pushme mi gaiga mo se mi jino such tang se shunibela I didn't give up la let's still I've been looking scrolling feeds and like looking for directors and honestly la the director wants to look more he has seen potential in me as a young song composer then he actually called me in the studio Logic studio na luoila the only thing I composition so garish and he be like bela be the baby the car like when she to chung no some chungome shabra lishum some me cd she darina was me top to be ganya me do cd ninga gina me se anyway the some appreciate better session bela down the thing I am some to jimula the gokop naila then I saw I think when I was 15 age 15 with that I wrote my first song for a feature film Tangputimpula the Chukar Metosela, which was sung by Achu Karma Vinso and Ajum Mateki. They have done a great job. Thank you for making this song very famous. Namasami Lijumeasi and Ngaragi Shapradilla. They were the Shaptatsami the Gaina Salamiti. Shapatsami the Titing Alamnila, Caldaniata. What Shapatsami the Chuna say? Shopon similar. Why? Because of the credibility. Credibility is so important. As a songwriter, not as a songwriter, I'm talking behalf of musician. Musician, the credibility the songwriter the ani chukar metogi shabatsami kai na kagi mashibon the tongai love the champ shisho session ani zombe ngachi nincha zomi tsuya the kongi mi de se shokop chi du session I'm not talking about the molani song di nyoru manyuru credibility is important message like I wasn't my song halam chi compose bela the tongai aniveta boda I've composed around 35 plus song la credibility chiliju motobla the calendar jigi samsami semichi di motobla tangagi chapter di new di beru that I think credit is it's not just a name la it's a form of respect la the karagi the na artist kara na shudu tu the na ye khatolela the shabatsami bewachi mo shabatimi bewachin the mashiga no shabatimi gi shabatson mes no me ane bevoda ngachi shabatsami sulewa ngachi shabatsami famous jogo isala ane bendi ngachi gi Kelden doji semichi tsuna se shunibela jisube ngachira tani doji mola karma pinso anzumbe tsuna se shunibi I have a very beautiful journey la and step by step anebe yasi sogi anichi se shunibela ngagi danale ngagi credibility chiliju metobe lebe kale dale jam chingare khatule I started singing my own songs la and in 2018 na lungari jabra chetom da semichi thila anale bente ngari katule and potential chitopchila wai ngaki bets of me semichila anale pa te chapte ngaki longin na zolo machula ngara tindera bai si shinibila anale tengagi I worked in the entertainment business for a long time tengagi in the reality shows na lungai as a contestant bichamotoila analungai top 10 na topchila top 10 I made it to top 10 and I got a scholarship I did my bachelor degree from India I've majored in mass media and communication as a contestant the hosting hosting lebe direction visual editing Anale karangi bematsu mindobola. It's all about anime la rana seki betsu sebi no sachi tango bese shunibila. The rangi anime matambachin. Rantumi gaimila, Rantumi gaimi se shunibi. I've done all by myself, la. And I'm so proud to be called as self-proclaimed independent artist se shunibi. And ngaragi tato since ngare bedero, I'm all because of my own dedication, my own hard work. And of course, I'm so thankful to my supporters la, who've always seen potential in me, always believing in my work. And till today, la, my work is being recognized. And I'm so happy for that. La. So, ngagi journey sero hamshiring la, share bogop chokop lashu, tato atsi tosu chibe shawachi mo la antani message nibila. Thank you so much, DoMCIIP. I hope this occasion inspire great innovation, collaboration, and a greater ideas for the betterment of all Sejunivila. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Galden. You are famous now. Just like how I've always been following you and asking you to make a song so we can do a collab. I'm still waiting for that. Lasla, with this, the next person who's coming up and who's going to share his experience, he needs no introduction, but I'll just do it because I like teasing him, he likes teasing me, and we are more of like the Tom and Jerry relationship. We just had a fight before we got into this room. Please welcome the voice of Bhutan, Ugen Pandela, Mr. Ugen Pandey.
Kuzangpula, I think I don't have much to share. Before I do a little bit of sharing, I would like to thank Mijay, Director Sirs, and most importantly, for the past few months, we have been going to the DoMCIIP office like our own house, like our own home, and we feel very, very comfortable going there, sharing our ideas. And not just me, I think every artist in this room, they're feeling the same. And we feel really privileged. And genuinely, thank you, Director Sir. The whole team from DoMCIIP for supporting each and every artwork, especially the artist here in the room. And I'm sure there are many who are not here today. And they're most probably watching live today. Thank you once again. I have nothing much to share. This musical journey has been such a wonderful journey. Been through a lot, ups and downs. You know, there were moments where you have fallen to the ground, came back again through music, and it's such a wonderful experience. Most importantly, today it's such an honor to be here with all the artists, all the young, creative, young minds. We had a great privilege. Personally, I have great privilege listening to different kind of music coming up, and this is nothing but progress. And this is what we need actually, as a musician, as an artist, as a proud artist. This change has to happen, and I'm sure from the next decades, few decades, I think there are a lot of changes, especially in the music industries. And thank you, all of you. Thank you. Like, give a big round of applause for yourself. And just one important thing that I would like to share. All this time, I've been just doing music, nothing more than music, and but I have been a fool in between. Just music, you'll have to be smart, because at the end of the day, it's sustainability. Just doing music, doing programs everywhere doesn't serve your purpose. Long run, the director said Zumbe, you need to earn through this. It's not always about name, fame. That is there. That comes along with your work. But most importantly, your sustainability. The platforms that we have now, I think everybody should make use of it, especially Spotify, because that's the protection do apina. The masu chigra nere use be mobile and ngachigi artist masu chigra come use mabuzum thoila except for few, and they are using it very nicely. Efficient per use bedela ani baby oda. I have never been into Spotify. I don't even have a YouTube channel of my own. Sometimes feel embarrassed on this. Careless zumbe jomela. That honest prayer share bedo. The ani baby oda ani di membela. You're never too late to start. And the one reason that I never wanted to put my work on Spotify, YouTube, and all the other platforms is I always believed that I never had a concrete product which could speak musically. There are a lot of things lacking in terms of arrangement. This is what I feel. Musical elements to go blash do. Composing it heka beru 100% jingo blash do. Live musicians who collaborate bego blash do. Live music instruments to go own native traditional instruments to go big sago potential lash dula. And datu sensi bananga chigi atsichi callous be the zumbe and atsichi time take mabewa. Just wanted to do it for the sake of doing zumbe. But if you do it honestly, le zumbe time take bezo. It's not always about money, I'm repeating. Of course, it's a struggle, but it's not always about money. Art lu believe I think you need to give some extra time on this. If you love your art, dedicate bit big way. So I'm sure this coming years would be a fulfilling years for me myself. I'm going to work on some songs, put my hard work. Whether there's a view, there's no view, it doesn't matter, but I'll give my best. The Spotify is good. And I'll work on that, and I hope everybody does the same. So cheers for music, and please keep working on your art. And I can see a lot of young talented faces tonight. Please keep doing what you're doing, and I will always be a fan for all your work. Thank you so much. Please keep doing. Thank you.
Thank you, La. Thank you to all three wonderful speakers. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Thank you for giving us an insight to what your journey was like. It was very inspiring. It was very nice to know about it. Kadinchela again. And with this, I think it is the love of art that brought us all together here in this room today. La. With this, we have a performance by a very talented duo. I see them together everywhere, every time. A powerful duo. It's no other than the wonderful Ngawang and Uge. Please welcome them on stage there.
Kuzambula, Niming the Watching on Teslavi, the coming the Watch Ogesina. Actually, any song, original singer, the O King Sunamda, Tele, Otish Pem give Tentemila. It's called He Love. The Nachi Shulebo the reprise baby, Chigabe Tenting easy. The funny thing, any story chi lawachin. So, Kogi and cover Benis love the one song, reprise Benis. So, Madikoda Tele, any boom singer, Lakpa Koni John Des Noila. But lastly, I have done studio na the Koni, the Yanza do missing, I chica keep out Des Noila. But last moment, Naya you similar. So, Ngalulap Chismate, the Nagidi Malapsera La Vida there. But any song, I'm Chilijim Jones, Mono Sinivila. So I hope you guys enjoy this song.
통칭하기 미떡이 통치가 쓸다 통치 세상의 모 통치 우다 주르좀 사삼불린 거라 잡루 봄채서 마통 붕아 봄자다 통기 분할래 봄채라미 칼레페 니 기타위 미기 봄채담 간참에 니 기노위 샘기 봄채샘 같이소 봄채섬 치기 붕알로 가와진 Someone like you could love someone like me. Hey, love, I can see the look right in your eyes, baby. Hey, hey, love, I can feel the warmth of your hands in mine. You can be the anchor of the side of mine. You can be the anchor of the side of mine, my mind. You can be the anchor of the side of mine. 너기 제일 같은데 뒤나오야 주님이 처음부터 보기도 무슨 네 기분이게 눈치로 친다 예감이 봄처럼 이따들라 봄안에 처음이 밤이가 왜 좁은 세상 와셔 일레제야 듬메 엄며사 주민도 이 같음이 제미 엄며의 사민도 Someone like you could love someone like me. Let's go now. 봄치 숨치기 봄하러 가와진 Hey love, I can see the love right in your eyes, baby. Hey love, I can feel the warmth of your hands on mine. You can be the anchor of this heart of mine. You can be the anchor of this heart of mine, my mind. You can be the anchor of this heart of mine. 봄채 숨치기 봄나무가 왔지. Someone like you could love someone like me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ngawang. Thank you, Uge. It is very beautiful. You took us on a whole journey. Thank you so much. In the next program, we will have a panel discussion on music and its prospects, where the panelists will also discuss on challenges, copyright issues, monetization, and the future of the digital music. For this purpose, we will have the wonderful Mr. Tsawang, the man behind SciPod in YouTube, as the moderator. So I'd like to welcome Tsawang and take over the stage.
Hello. Okay lah, Kuzampo. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce myself lah. My name is Tsewang Rigzin. Friends call me as Sai. So for those who don't know me, I'm a PhD scholar, a neurosurgeon, and sometimes guitarist. And to those who do know me, shut up. Just kidding. So basically, I'm also somewhat of a creative person, maybe not very musically known, but I am also a filmmaker, content creator, and a podcaster. So with that being in theme, Auchoing asked me to moderate this session. And he asked me like to make it as casual and maybe not as formal as maybe the others have spoken, since it's not really in my repertoire. But I'll try to keep it as brief for all of us. And with that being said, may I have the panelists join me here on stage? Where are my panelists? Okay, sorry, technical difficulties. One by one. I don't know. I thought they were going to sit on stage. One by one. Two by two. Okay, that's nice. Okay. All right. So, Auchoing, how do we proceed? Yes. Sorry. Please. Go tell them. But then, do we spinning master? Came to. Okay, once again, hello again. Kuzampo to our esteemed guests, Limbo, director sir, and then fellow artists. So right now this, what you call panel is going to be about music and their prospects. So we'll start with one of the, maybe the prospects of the future. Right now, a very popular singer-songwriter. So maybe we'll introduce firstly one by one. So we have right here my friend, my jamche at times, but mostly friend. Lungten, please sit. Lasla, the next person on our panel is resident newsreader from TikTok and also copyright ki Chimtami Levitandila. And finally, we have the Chief Executive Officer of the Clouds in the Sky, Madam Nima Zamla, please. Lasla, since we're in the theme of intellectual property, maybe you can start with that. So maybe I'll ask one question to maybe Levitandi, the Bureau, Madam Nima Zamgin, maybe Lenchi. So the question is, Libby and ma'am, I think you have a lot of experience with dealing with copyright, especially content, because of a lot of maybe, okay, this is much more convenient for me.
It feels very weird.
Feels weird, okay,
yeah,
sorry.
Can you please be here with us?
Okay, hello, sorry. So my first question is for Levitandi and ma'am Nimazam Kabiru. Maybe you can answer this question. Is you have experience in especially in
being content in IP, like sometimes maybe leaks and copyright issues. So maybe you can share one story about how it has happened and how you have dealt with it, and also maybe touch on any common misconception of what maybe that you guys dealing with copyright that you know, but maybe the general public chirtangi midusu were not very aware of.
Plasla, Kadichela, Nacheni, Pitam Judo, not Setari Mipo, Tamo Shingi Mikase, Hatsa, that Lujuchila Pebuda, Tachi Seshetami Tehainse, Tezuba Winsa, Tatuna Hita, Ani Sundi Jujichap, final discussion Nabe, Tiwatilimela Popeme, Ane creative Chime Sonomela. Natural creative industry Nalo Anizum Kache Sela. Tachi Shapta Tin, Talen Nalava, Seshe Sutan Bebuda. Gara ko uchedela namisami gawiluju chuiluju le shalaptela ngara khatule dashuwa chagi kole kachishuni sewachin ngani shugonu bera masubla taringa chara jungi uti mijelimbu tungche dochena yula jakwa junu kogi pizebara siungla tizumbe na khachi mingom gara yeptalu ngara khatule kachishuni sewachin longai sungchila music video di longa nalu 하람 집에 보다 똥차치 존노라 나치 사모기 숨주소가 용dom기 뮤직 비디오디 찍자 춥디 존노라 아니 뮤직 비디오 찍자 춥디디기 나처라 벤졸 헨탑 가림지 베누 서와진 입지 인케나 슈게 말에 가른 영혼우디우마 꼬롱가다 붐 춥디 똥랑갑주 아님지 나처럼 creative industry 기 민검 속이 나타나노라 나처럼 이 나라 접주 제노라 달래 베스코 나처럼 이 무비 가림치 존노 서와진 야이 마이 배우다 입지 무비 배바진 잘라말라지 아니기 꼬로 숨추소 지 붐툭줄에 든 아님지 나처럼 루비기 벤조나로 핸답 따다노라 Same Shisodira through my Tajabe that you cooking out to be Galera copyright tobe mise. Copyright tobe mi mela. Natural creative industry nalu, Julu Japjodemi langache. Copyright Dashuachadi Paratu Tamada sel. Dashuachadi Kacheto to use. Ngara Samunalu Losum Chalanabe Amtu Aluni Ai Apa Pimpincha Kara Aneletin Soila. 아니 요디 자나바진라 나치기 코피라이트 당시 베마소바진 남치기세 나차라 차찹 치기 동 따베 체체갑 나치 말레 아이 줌베다바세 야카타 줌기 카툴레 타치 림부기 순도 좀베 나차라기라 짜겐고 니 체기 짜마게메세 아니 벨류 노디라 다니 사이기 타치 ngaungote beudagi lenbeshui seshunila 조하체토 또 유라 더슈와차기 짜팀데 유주 베린체 세슈니라 다리나 ngacharal henka mijilimbu tungsena junula copyright lokhichilansonula YouTube WeChat 아니 TikTok 디 노라 막고 이갈레 아니 나 팀 쌈던ula 아니 팀 디나로 피사두살라 다치나 로 chief 기 presentation 베도 좀베 랑기 copyright 라 마시순세 라시심다 롱압주 아마마 왜데미 디보달라 아니 다슈원차 따미 미디 팀카게 오바진 civil case criminal case ingale evidence 수모수발라고 tamashipti 틴세 떼마소바 아니 팀나 카세미니디라 아니 팀치 주주비니기 차제 점노 생각이 갖둘래 까디체라 아직 알아셈가이라 니 같이 주니 서와진 유린데 몰라 숏 벨로코니면 니 같이 주니 서와진 아니 다슈원차디 팀디 주주 마비우도 집에 바친라 나처럼 다리나바 가다 갈래 차로고 서지 생각이 잡조나 이 말해라 나처럼 시일라 중책이 갖돌래 나처럼 도친기 갖돌래 타나나 나처럼 잡조 나대라 다 같이 고배에서 와진 다리 팀송 남아 주면서라 팀송기 갖돌래 잡주시고 배라 팀소 나처럼 팀소기 갖돌래 모삽 미질림무나 유일라 이무기 제웅라 팀소 주 갖돌래 잡주시고 배라 달래 주라 장팀기 갖돌래 잡주시고 배라 달래 주라 나처럼 다슈완찰레 땐 사미 다슈완찰레 땐 데베 두미 차첩기 갖돌래 자 겐디베 잡죠 베시나 마차라이 개갑 디나로 다슈와차디 피 개갑 좀베 조게 에셀라 다리나 딴지 셈시로 도지 셈시선으로 롱엠파 따나로 세미기 차게 가니 메바벨라 다동아차라 다슈와차레 텐디베 creative industry 나로 차게 bomshura 아니유라 나기 나ዙ 나기 나루 마고차 침카게 톰니카니미 뒤철라 아니 배우다 침치 딘데베 아니 팩 어카운트에 조라 조린치일라다 롱인 퉁구퉁구베 파다수 따미수 샵차 파다수 따미수 나가지기 뮤직 르베탄지 동서 숨베게 미토베 까우치 드루 동서 숨베 잔나랑가 지라이 르베탄지기 뮤직 파다수 땀다 푸심 세베 데빌로 나빈 디미투블랑아 가테 자미투블랑아 로토베 명아다리 무치 순노즈미 아니 좀 creative industry 로 토폼이 저우디 fake account की WeChat, fake account की Telegram, fake account की TikTok 수 불루축 뜬 마주작 도마 배워진 아티 남나니라 남남이수 세슈니라 다면 잘하지 야셔슈니유사 다 뒤쯤이노라.
Okay, ma'am. Since Devik maybe can mention be experience from this corporate kiteka, ma'am. Any personal stories yegala from what this working with somewhere and your content? Any personal stories of maybe content has been pirated and you guys had to handle that situation? If you could share us a little bit insight.
I think if you ask us how our experience has been, on one side, like Libby mentioned, we have seen what IP and copyright can do for us. We can actually make livelihoods around it. Just at Samu, today we have a team of 17 people whose livelihoods are based on the IP that we create and the IP that we distribute over our platforms. And along with us, we have the entire industry. So far, we've worked with 85% of people in the industry. And in the beginning, I'll just share with you all that when we started out as a startup, in order to reduce cost, we even thought of making films without music. But then we realized that we're going to that ways we'll not be able to work with music industry if we make films without music. So then we started incorporating music in different ways into our content through OSTs in our drama series, which went on to become very famous. And also we tried to add music in a little more different manner than how mainstream films have been doing in films. So on one hand, we were really able to create this entire business around IP. But like Lubitandi shared, we fight with copyright violation every single day at Samula. And sometimes the team is so demoralized that we often question ourselves, is there a future in this business? No, because especially in Bhutan, we do have laws, but the thing is, implementation of laws is a big challenge for us. And also, we do not have people who take IP as seriously. Stakeholders who do not take IP seriously. We do not have even sometimes, even within our own industries, we don't have people taking copyright seriously. And I feel that at a forum like this, when all of us are present, to also ask ourselves, if we don't take IP and copyright seriously ourselves, how are we going to enforce this on other people? So this is an important question because what we have seen is, I'll just share how our mornings begin at Samu. So every day, we actually have, tomorrow, the Cyber Bureau of the police can hire us. We have experienced team members. We have a team whose job is every morning to scan 37 Telegram channels for pirated content. Every day, we do that, 37 channels. And then now, on that list, we have added perhaps over 40 YouTube and TikTok channels. Our battle today is not with YouTube. To be honest, with YouTube, we've been able to make major breakthroughs, especially because they have stringent copyright laws, which actually enable us to block content or remove the content from YouTube. But with TikTok and Telegram, the biggest challenges we're facing is their community guidelines are very, very, does not protect creators. It doesn't allow have mechanisms in place where you can report piracy and you can get it removed. So because of that, people are able to create anonymous accounts, create groups that have almost over 100,000 people where they're sharing films, they're sharing music, they're sharing even newspapers. For a small community like Bhutan, where our market size is less than 200,000 paid users, Imagine how much of revenue we are losing every day when films are being shared on a Telegram group. Or now, the latest buzzword is now TikTok. So just because people, Mr. Black made how much? 10 lakhs in one live video on TikTok. Since then, Mola, everybody thinks people can make money on TikTok. But the thing is, a lot of them are doing it by sharing pirated films, by downloading and uploading films as short clips, part 1, part 2, every day. Now we've reached our wit's end. We are not being able to deal with this anymore. So recently we approached even DoMCIIP and we're saying we need 2 things to be happening for us to ensure this. Number 1, we have to have the police intervene and make an example or catch at least 1 person from the Telegram channels and 1 person from the TikTok account. We're able to do this with 1, it will stop la. Hemanga chigi YouTube da Facebook na le mi tazin be kot na ki bigale. It stopped la. It reduced. WeChat na le stop yasila because we took action. Da datung chigi bemasumidi TikTok da Telegram ila. The earning in a chigi, if you're able to catch the people who are using anonymous accounts, we can put a stop to it. And if you don't put a stop to it, this problem is going to grow bigger and bigger every day. There are 40 channels in May, tomorrow will be 45. Because views na monetize, people are thinking views over chin, so this is something, a serious threat now to copyright, to intellectual property creation in Bhutan. So we all have to stand together and we have to make sure we, firstly, every time you see something being violated, please speak against it. I feel like sometimes we just really feel that way, is that someone has the only person or the only voice that's fighting against copyright in the country. Nobody else does this from the industry. At least not using your own platforms. So many of you all have thousands of followers. Have you all ever used it to talk about copyright violation? That also has to be done. So with that, at the same time, like I said, copyright ki IP ne guzudigi, we are creating livelihoods. For the last 3 years, we have created so many jobs, so many opportunities using intellectual property. So Ani Bendigi, we would like to continue this. We would like to see this prosper, grow even stronger, and the economy grow. But we really need to do something seriously about violation. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Hello. Yes, thank you for that very detailed answer, ma'am, about intellectual property. Hopefully everybody is out of their shitty Telegram group and not watching part 37 of Say You Love Me, okay, whatever it is on TikTok. Last, so the next, for Dungten, I would like to ask, since right now we're talking about intellectual property and how it's hindering the monetization of the artist. So maybe personally, if you can share, like, how are you monetizing your artwork from your songs about yaks and mermaids or whatever it may be? So how are you doing that? And also, how are you protecting yourselves from maybe like what ma'am has mentioned, whether it being your intellectual works being used without your permission?
Okay. I can sympathize with Nasamugi, but I want to bring some positive things to the stage. After I was done with my college, Samugi message we want to fund a music video, 2 months, keep it in Samu, and then you can upload on your YouTube. And I have very positive experiences. Samuda Chadiberu, Gada Chadiberu. I worked with some purpose over there, Pink Kids over there. She paid really well. The Yarla E cover Benise Achuish Lendrupki, he even messaged me. I feel like Bhutan now we are improving. So ask they have the courtesy to ask him about to Anibe Benila. The Samugi music videos over we went to Tashianse, Yansegi Ashize Misoi, girlfriend Chia Topchi. Okay, anyway, my problem is not with anyone outside of myself. But problem thing are lang iteledi. Ngara ingo bigiden tadi. Firstly, art movie tadi namsagayla. Art movie, Parasite, Law, Interstellar, this very namsagay. The Ghibli anime this way, I think Sai also loves them. Anzum lashatai Tirupituchile matela. Teruchilip ki movie lashatai. That's my problem. That's my anime problem chitulang. The laptop no nga UK na pechata di luni the Wi-Fi was really fast. Nam sami jotu then bindigi Ghibli gi fan nam sami inga. I bought a whole ani hard drive chira SSD chira new be Ghibli gi whole ani chira ngai download chaptai. It took like 20 minutes teche for a whole Ghibli series from 1961 de chile Miyazaki ani gitu. So Gera yungalu and then I paid for nothing. And the second problem I have is nga music nam sam zoni mi but music zoni ki chala ma laptop chirai but laptop na lungalu I have lots of instruments la instruments lash contact like piano the drums the sutsuni gi nam lash rayu te Gera cracked la mitin la ani software disudi ngachigi tiru mango ba crack pe YouTube crack pe ani download chap tu dan na ba Gera crack chila tenga touch no ila dan be mitu be da crack this Gera delete chap get one laptop cham chili ni mela so ani be utulu nga sachi calculate be taila ngi software desu laptop na crack Gera cracked my software 40 lakhs de chigi tula worth for music instruments dance 40 lakhs de chigi now 40 lakhs de chingalu you approach be watch it Tengagi and software this new that approach be watching, ni aiking a two zadonla. Ni ikalu 25 lakhs ki sada chim chung stop. So if I'm going to spend that on a software, terrible bits in a game is no, especially as putness this way. So that is my problem again. So I like using cracked softwares. I don't pay for any international movies. This ulunga pay benderami. So, the Wodalu, Nigi Shabdradi Gadim Chiba, Aukuda watching a soup, Berabon. So, Anibudalu, intellectual property Dinalu, I want to now everybody, the Anibudalu, I hope I hurt nobody, but I want to say I want to be I don't mind looking the bad person, the Rinalu, but mindset lera change chab go belanga chisugi we mind paying for softwares this way mabala we mind paying for softwares because if it pay ben the free bet hobe gachibe pay ben we can watch from lots of websites free hobe se that we witness thadam si le judes nam some believe me so we should be the ones in actually and some free and some tani me se to the tadaila they delete your software than you go delete because I can't afford it. So from the grassroots, from the roots letter, mindset letter, from each one of us, I think change penis notula. So that's my experience. I have positive experience with every single one in this room. Negative experiences with myself because I have been doing those things.
Ochoing, do you have more time or where's Ochoing? You can find him. Okay. All right, then maybe since we're about short on time, my last one question, maybe all three, maybe Live Ma'am and also Tungten can answer is, what is one thing that maybe you would like to say for people like all the artists are here, maybe they can practice after today that we can help, protect this IP laws and copyright and also themselves. What is one thing maybe we can do from all collectively, individually also, that Maungpogi then Lani to improve all these issues that we are facing today?
Raso Karichela, that Nalaba Fatagi Lamdi, Tarile Gutsuda is Shunila. Tari Lirimdi Ju Duchi, Talet Nacharakara Pachun, Sotun Jiji, Talenalebe Karazim Chunaju, Toroena Vale, Dashuanchadika, Gasalabata, Telegram Nalabata, Rangi Shapta Rugi Tinroe, Kane Malape, Anabezenimio, Seshunila, Tarina, Mi Nija Hapchidula, Mi Nijagi, Zasa Nija Onla, Zasa Nija Nalu, that math teacher, Zasa Nija Nalu, Misum Sube Jadi Bureau, Mingum Kadimchulu Ko, the Tupi Subela, Tachi Mijilimbugi. Si Henton to Vangacharana Chumisulu, it's a begging who Kerila. To Jungachi, they sample Charagi Begose. Tabu Nabu, Nachara Junlu, Jam Chike de Waimitu, Vala. 뉴미디 ngachara beda bala ngachara shabrati misui longel leten samisui ngachara music video chi samisui la yani ngachara chachapkira sa gen beda bachinla ani ke chungso chibe shugo tete kap ngachara longengi jindada shabtratsami music video zomi ngachara kira copyright bi umola ni longinde ane be tando se namsami tu chwela ngachara jungi goren tappe lumbu 중che스나 개베보단 바 같이 다시원차디 중샤로 되고세 임레노진 잡고이가래 라카둘라 해마 지가 뮤직 던지다 샤브라팀이 닥버지 dombe 대신지조이라 다메인 로열티 톱 말해가지 대신속에서 로지게 니게 숨게 민둘라 다니 저와다 멜롬데라 ngachara dochin sa sunam penjo na jubi ngale sa gengola mijilumbu jubi ngale sa gengola 중체 na jubi ngale sa gengola shule chuminsugi mize zeonse luju tselemela tatu chala na nabugi ken 이제 dochingi ken dibe ngacho ngamigi tsage debebak debe beuda ngache khaja jumada sela na kha cheshochira majigi nga shapchae timishe 롱이 귀차베 베미셰 수에 나면서 미티미셰 다시 쿨랍도 좀베 틱톡 나 니수 쳇다고 따레 랍베 미수 가주베 잡이 디보다 체체캅 니 니수데 더쇼원처 쇼노게 또 nga라 타게랑돌라 다니베 밈치벨라 나처라 개캅나 카체 딜레틴 디베서 오메 나처라 루비 미세 가라기라 닷 쇠նդ입데라 고다트 페세 이마레라 롬셉기 카툴레 멍이 피즈베나 나자라 차찹자긴 종하케제 꼬리 잡세라 다리 세셰바 뱀디키 햄랄 카르마핀소 종하케치셰 보다투 베서 통이라 라루치나 미 띵데베 분누라 라루치나 미 닥바지라메 이루 보다투 베세이라 다 팀지 주주제 팀지지조라 니동 케치 지기 팀메라 디가 틱톡에 마투메 비챗에 마투메 아니 팀디 다슈 원체 게소바친 토셔라 똥차 집주시에 ngarai 마이라 똥차 집주시에 ngalel hap ngache mitobela 팀나 데베두라 붐추 데보다 크리미널 베 프루프 베고벨라 팀나 가데베 잡로 타퀸초 소몰로스 우탑 압갱인다 에카자디도서 주주로 디프루 뱀수베 ngache 게합나라 다니 베우다 팀 주주잡 다칭아처라 메람 시오기 손도 좀베 가라기 갱쿠치 바베 베라바친 날라바 파타 드숑차디 딘디 주잉알레 달레벤테 나처라 나루 때답마디 우메튠세 티티 나처라 가라기 갱쿠바 가라기 카툴레 타투 텔레그램 그룹 숨주수 딘 나라 모니터 베돌라 샵차 땀지 콜로 메시지 탄돌라 왜 아니 드숑차레 게오메 따마다스 랍지 아니 미디게라 따미데라 세미시미실레라 주만 다미수메데라 윤신민도 리신민도 팀송가버데서 짜와진 가져와체라 잡에 아니 피널 코드나 민두 아니 크리미널나 미추 please go through civil 슬람메 미타마십데 코메노 코즈마진 슝아즈니 원체여비나 팀관날에 있고 봐주세요메 대다 아니 수강엘레 샤준이라 준타징아 송 피제베티 방어이 티나 남니기 고가모토 슐랭거리 네수나 땅고벨라 고다트베 데카리체 세슈니
라슬라드
Last, I think today what we heard is CMO Gikolil. I think that's going to be very important because Ngache Mola, as a content creator, as one of the producers of films or shows and all, Ngache artists chiga music this gop themabala. And one of the things that we have seen is over the last couple of years, music reality shows has really grown in Bhutan, and the format uses a lot of music. And in Bhutan, most of the time, what I know is permissions also not being sought, and secondly, royalties the parashala be benimindo. So, ani bi mebala kangelchi the gachidu searchin, you don't know who this music belonged to. Mola, the ani bin the kon approach be msube, laluding aji shebe lalu mishebe. Tele secondly, ani CMO chi yubachin, the CMO gi bebe music the sukara tansi bebe mola. The royalties karaoke le guzudi. I think there are models that can make it sustainable in Bhutan. Dele ngachi khatuli bewachi ani juni be that ngachi the lagachi peru ngachi ki khatule music na dinga chi ki sa gendola tele ngachi ki young artists chikai labedo And today, when I actually watched Uge sing on stage, I was just thinking about, this first music video which we produced with Uge and how shy he was then, as a singer, and how much he has grown now. So, Ani Bioda, I feel like Ngarai Biochin, Ani artists the Suchika Ngache, young artists Chika La Bioda, Kongi journey Ngache Ragi Thomawala, how they have grown over time. And it brings so much happiness also. So we feel that despite all the challenges we face, Mula, these are the moments of joy la, when we see a young artist release their first work, Mula. When we see a young actor making their first debut, or a young script writer debuting first of their work, that brings us so much happiness, and priceless similar. There is no amount of value that you can place to it. And that's what keeps us going at SAMU. So despite all the challenges, we are persevering, we are really working hard, and at the same time, we'd like to seek all of your support, like Lubitandi said. We can't do this alone. La. So sometimes we feel the entire world copyright ki burden di ngachina fall bebuzumbe court na juda ngachilo anebelam ni gutudai lada. Chunu so last jumi mibu se labela. Copyright chamchi case chamchi nachap deme last jumi mibu se. That kind of accusations we are getting. La. But if we don't do it, mula, nobody else will in Mela. So that's why we're taking on this role. But we would like all of you here in this room to make sure that we can fight for our rights, mula, protect our rights and fight for it also. And at the same time, beyond what we have seen is this is like na Lempur Shuno, mula Tashus Shuno, Sir Sonam Pinter is also here. We have seen that though there is a lot of support and a lot of push from the ministry, mula, but we would like to see this happen beyond governments. What can be done for that? Industry support bede. One thing that you all have to think about is how can this stay on beyond governments? If something can be done as an institutionalized level, industry, creative economy, the creative industry can support the institutionalized then we can see this growing beyond governments. This is my plea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Galati, I don't have much things left to say now. Just want to express my deep gratitude to DoMCIIP. It was about time we talked about intellectual property. We are now, I feel like every day, 0.1% improved churu. It's very good. Now, school we are performing your song on our concerts and we didn't do, and it makes me really happy. Some positive experience. Yes, just want to give out my gratitude, and also Samugi, I hope the situation improves. I had no idea, completely no idea Samu has been going through such things. I have lots of things to be thankful for also. Samugi, for whatever things I worked with them. Everything was really smooth flowing. I don't think Samu deserves this. So, and that's it from my side, I think.
Thank you all our panelists for sharing some insight in your careers, whether it be trying to protect your intellect, or maybe you're just like noticing people appreciate your music. Thank you all for sharing, and I hope maybe everyone who has listened to this small session of ours has taken something from that. And if you have not taken anything, then maybe I'll upload Lunana part 15 in my TikTok tomorrow. So, Lasala, thank you all for listening to us, and let's enjoy dinner mo. Yes.
Thank you, La. Thank you to the incredible panelists and moderators for this eye-opening and engaging conversation. And the next program, a song which will be performed by Sange Tinle from the band Baby Floyd.
title of the song is Shubinam. Thank you.
Thank you, Sangitile. It's now time to hold on to your breath and make speculations and guesses. We have the Bhutan National Film Awards that recognize and honors the work for filmmakers. We have the Journalism Award that honors the work of the journalists. And to mark and observe the World Intellectual Property Day, we have one of our main events. It's the award event that will recognize and honor the creative works of the artists in the music industry. And this year's award categories are Trending Artist Award Male, Trending Artist Award Female, the Most Popular Music Video Award, and the Most Popular Song Award. That's so, you ready? Okay. The judging criteria, the streams, la Spotify ki streams na lebe. We also had a jury that said okay to the decisions, and now I have this important paper in my hand. And now to begin with the awards, I would like to invite the director of the Department of Tourism to present the first award. The award for the Trending Artist male. Any guesses, la? Thickfoot. Okay, the award for the trending artist male goes to Sonam Wangchen. Congratulations, Sonam Wangchen. So, thank you, La Director. And to present the next award, I would like to call upon Dasha Secretary to present the second award. La. And now it's the award for the Trending Artist Female. The Trending Artist Female Award goes to Keldon Hamo. Keldon Hamo. Is Keldon here? Yeah, share up. I think you can come and do the honors. Keldon. This is for Keldon. La. Keldon is not here at the moment. That's so. Thank you, La. Dasho. And for the next remaining award, it is the Most Popular Music Video Award and Most Popular Song Award. I would like to invite Mijay Limbo to the stage and present the remaining awards. Lasso, the award for the most popular music video, everyone knows, goes to Sonam Wangchen, Chogo, and Ishil Hendup Films for Nyingten Mal. Sonam Wangchen and Ishil Hendup. Both of you, please come on stage. Congratulations, Sonam Wangchen, Ishil Hendup, and Chogo for Nyingthenma. The next and the last award is for the most popular song. And the most popular song award goes to Sonam Wangchen, you have to be here. Goes to Sonam Wangchen again for the song Nyingthenma. Rasola, Kadisha. Thank you, Lamijecho. Congratulations to all the winners. It is indeed a very refreshing thing for all of us. I think it's inspiring to all the artists present here. Everybody, I think it's time you come on Spotify and get more streams to your songs and music videos. So with this, we will have a song performance by Sonam Wangchen. He's coming again. I think this stage belongs to him now.
Check. Karaluku Zambola. I'm Sona Mongchen, and the question name is I'm very nervous. So, kache malab the direct everything. 근기고 슈도 숨배 니기세 슈님의 죄동다 Nisan kaya bibong mo chedanga Gaching mi tsechi kazokeme Gangi ko shudo sumbe nikise 주님의 죄동다 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 님감기 Thank you.
Thank you, Sonam Wangchen. I was having my time. I was fangirling. Thank you again. And now, I would like to invite Ms. Sonam Chodin, the Intellectual Property Officer, to give a vote of thanks.
Music is the divine way to tell beautiful poetic things to heart. With this, honorable chief guest, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to deliver this vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee as we conclude this momentous occasion, celebration of World Intellectual Property Day. First and foremost, we extend our deepest gratitude to our honorable chief guest for gracing this occasion with your esteemed presence. Your unwavering support for Bhutan's creative industries and commitment to strengthening our intellectual property framework inspires us all. And to our distinguished guests and dignitaries from government and private sectors, thank you for taking time from your busy schedules to join us. Your participation has elevated today's discussion on protecting and promoting our creative talents. We are particularly grateful to our panelists and experts who shared their valuable insights during the discussions. Your expertise on copyright protection, digital platforms, and creative entrepreneurship has provided clear direction for our artists and creators. A special note of appreciation goes to our talented performers and award recipients. Your breathtaking performance today demonstrated the very essence of why we must protect and nurture creative expressions. You are the heartbeat of Bhutan's cultural identity. We also would like to acknowledge our dedicated organizing team and partners whose hard work behind the scenes made this event possible. Your attention to every detail ensured today's success. As we reflect on today's IP theme, IP and music feel the beat of IP, let us remember that intellectual property rights are not just legal concepts. They are the foundation that allows creativity to flourish, artists to thrive, and our culture to endure. May the connection made today continue to grow stronger as we work together to build a vibrant creative economy for Bhutan. Once again, our sincere thanks to all who contributed to making this celebration meaning and memorable. Thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you, La. Last in the program, the final program for the night, we have a very exciting program, a band performance by Paktso Boys, which will then be followed by dinner for the night. So thank you and Karinche. Have a good time, La.
Right, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for inviting us here. We call ourselves the Paksu Boys. My name is Jamyang. Somancho on the guitar, Sangiti Yenten, Sajan on the drums, and Akash on the bass. And on the corner is Norla. Here's a song called Zenyam. Is the snare mic on?
Check, yeah, thank you. Put your mic on, Benalo. Snare ki mic.
멈추니 달의 동안 타투 뼈에 뒤심타에 도다치 기분로 가자고 노래 쉐킹 온 마시루 삭지만 요약하나메 갈라바온다 쉐킹 알로 담아다메 Sole mi caccerà l'erbe Somma solo bun자림 채솜나기 돌아 맞고 몰랍죠 당했다가 몰놀랍 당했는다 뭐 가슴 찾으시나 티크시 심해 뭐 침미였던 나라 뭐 책상 당했다가 이 선비 외와 이 모임 작았던 기분에 Natural love, senda seni dinde, mamma de me, chole shende mingo, oro seso mingo, tabu toro, tu bembo. 징념도 지지어마 나 불러 미도이 땐데 라라라라 자제라 제든 너무 찍게워 개미가 저당아처럼 내 맘도 뜬니 어쩜 끝내나 지기지기 생존 축하된 게 내돈 Cammina bunso sole mi caccerà l'erbe Soma zuru bun자름 채송하기 돌아맞고 몸매도 기라기며 라쭈치야 까며 미시지야 주며 자치치배 못 받다지야 뜸네 잡듯대는 숨배 샘루도 빠지네 뭐 나타게 숨들리도 지왈레시티도 지기골레 쉐도 남도 말람네 제다리가 윙엔도 조기니기 센터 누기 인셀라 너네
녹년 내게 찹습 선배 walking like a scene from a movie 거기 덤 내게 티나로 쿵게 목이 깨맹아 뒤지거니 무시했네 자세 납더니 다 어차피 새 비추기 You're the one and I say that truthfully Made me fall for you like gravity 셔가 top 거기 떡치를 튀게 밑에 tum기 잡고 보는 이태 성민 나를 죄송해라니 찐면을 체념되니 Go online yeah 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 Go online yeah 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 진심과 떴어 You're the one that I need in my heart I'm sleeping with the better that takes my heart But since that I fell for the girl of my dreams That we haven't been running as I'm not really oh 제때 밀래 나야 딱 덕질 대변이 듣기 지금 날려진다
Cammina mi punso sole mi caccerà l'erbe
저마저로 봉자림 최적나게 돌아맞고 몰람 좋다며 따다 놀랍다며 낸다 가슴 다치지나 듣고 시시배 모침이 땅따다 습사탕여 따다 삼비레와디모 마타게 좀빌리도 지왈레샤티도 최기 콜레셰도 남도 말람에 제다리가 위니endo 최기 이기 셈도 징이기 이셀랍담데 Jotanya tada lo, Jotanya tada lo, Jotanya tada. Lam Jotanya tada lo, Jotanya tada lo, Jotanya tada. Chepeni lemini say what I have to put you. Chepeni tiki chiki alusina. Sing along. Chepeni lemini one more time. I have to put you. Chepeni tiki chiki alusina. Chepeni lemini, nayata tuchiye. Chepeni tiki chiki alusina. Chepeni lemini, nayata tuchiye. Chepeni tiki chiki alusina. Thank you very much. Thank you, DoMCIIP.
Alright, here's another simple original. It's called Chingiging.
Namso kaida mabiuda chingaya madingi semka neto kera shiwita chikazumi ki semkasha neto che kirata sekai dilu so kajun neto gam chilerura chikazum tombe no Mimi kalede Semashota bindu Dajinigi inigi itna Simka tukomi chira Idi nama baru chira Usilabna Jinigi inigi Give it up for Shinkong. to me chira nama beru chira posla na chini me to kira chimo churu chiga dinimo singi sidi beru kinimo me to kira chimo churu chiga dinimo singi sidi beru kinimo me to kira chimo churu chiga dinimo singi sidi beru kinimo chini member radhi rukinio. Thank you very much. Good night.
Hello. Lasla. So that marks the end of the formal session la. And now let the party begin. Dinner gila. But before that, na stage na luthega methega mashila kara photo session chila pachi tab gesela kacha amchi singers dusu kara chiga DoMCIIP gaya mashila zomi shokalu pachi tab gesunu vela. Tiani ana donkalu chachi kara jundila na katula or pakatu. Las la nagi idea la na samu gi CEO na le idea mela tato na shusara shubela cameraman chamchi ale vela telma ga imbe patat nigila ani chi besu wachila